All right, so this is week 3 in the gym, and what did I do? First of all, I go by Delio. This is Dilly Vlog, and one thing I want to practice is looking at the camera. I know a lot of people when they vlog, they look at the screen, you get this look, but I think this is a great opportunity to look at the camera, speak to the camera, speak as though I'm talking to a person, because obviously the other person on the side of this camera there's a person on the other side of this camera. Oh my gosh, I want to do something about this afro. I'm gonna figure out something. So yeah, the vlog is about two different things. I'm gonna talk about two different things. The first is my weight loss journey. Second is a topic, uh, which I'm going to talk about divorce. Yes, I'm going to talk about divorce. So that'll be the second half of the video. This is the first half of the video. So the thing is that it's still my first week, and well, it's my third week, and the later you go, the more crowded it is. And one of the things I had an issue with a lot of times is that like the free weights was like packed. Like, yeah, I mean, it wasn't like slam, but it's like you couldn't barely find a bench. So I was like walking around people. But this third weekend, I definitely felt a lot more confident on the floor. I feel like I knew my way more. I was able to focus on me more. And I definitely felt like I was doing more in the workout. So instead of trying to go for like the 20 rep range, I'm heading for the uh, 10 to 12 rep range, or 12 to 15. And I made a spreadsheet so that I could at least keep track of what I did and what weight I'm doing it at. Because I think that in working out, it's about doing the work, but I think the higher you can do your reps, or the greater weight you can lift, is probably the showing that you're getting better. Now, yesterday morning, I did my push-ups, and definitely I was able to knock out at least 3 sets of 20. But when I got to that fourth and fifth set, I had to modify again, which is okay. It's not a big deal. But the gym, it was all right, and I am just so impatient. You ever like you finally determined, yeah, I want to do this transformation, and you want this big transformation, and it's like I don't I want this now. I want this yesterday, and so I have to understand that this is patient. I've been watching YouTube videos. They say this takes about a year for that body transformation. It was 50 pound to lose, but I'm just going to call it 60 pound to lose. I definitely have gone up in weight, which is interesting because I have been running consistently. So I do know. So all I can do is surmise that my diet wasn't 100%, even though I preached that for a long time on this channel. My diet was 100%. Well, my diet was 100% yesterday. I reached my 1,500 calorie goal today. I've already started my 1,500 calorie goal. I have my sausage and eggs. And I need to add that into the app. And then for lunch, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do, but it will have to be counted. And then for dinner, oh, and dinner yesterday was good. I had my veggie tables with potatoes and the grilled chicken. Had a little bit of sauce just for flavor. And it was really good. And I was supposed to do a mukbang, but I think I was on the phone with a friend while I was eating. So that was that sort of went out the window. But today is a new day. I was trying to make sure my leg wasn't sore. There wasn't an issue with my leg. So I was considering taking off running today, which is something I don't want to do. I want to stay on it. Or I could get creative and maybe do two different types of cardio. Thankfully, now that I have a gym membership, I have options and different machines to work out on. And I haven't really filmed myself in the gym. I kind of don't want to be that guy, but I think I need to figure out a way to film myself in the gym. I got like a little bit of footage, but I know I need a little bit more. And yeah, and I don't know what it is, but like waking up in the mornings, I'll just be having all these crazy thoughts in my head, like oh my gosh, I don't know what that is, but obviously that is a weak spot that I need to work on, because having thoughts rushing through my head as soon as I wake up is not, I don't know, it's just that's when the spiritual warfare in my life is the greatest, is when I wake up and when I go to sleep. When I wake up, when I go to sleep. So today I'm heading to work, And as I go to work, I am meditating on the things I got to do after work as far as recording music and continuing to stay on my discipline with this training. Do a little bit of business this evening, and it'll be good. All right. And so today's relational topic is divorce. And I'm diving right in. So, and that's one of my things is that you don't wait for the perfect situation to talk about things or to do things. So, in this situation, I'm randomly picking divorce because I wanted to talk about relationships and I wanted to talk about popular topics. I'm picking divorce because I can and I'm not waiting for the perfect topic. So, divorce. What are my thoughts on divorce? I think divorce these days are is like divorce to me now feels like such a casually thrown out thing. Like I think people these days now get married with the image is that people these days get married with the yeah, there's always divorce in our back pocket. And as for me, what I've seen in the in the media, it seems like marriage is very risky for men. In the standpoint of what I'm normally seeing is when a couple gets divorced, the mother gets the children. How does that work? Does the guy just let him have the children, or does the judge just judges in that favor and there's no recourse, or how does that work? Or the guy or the husband, the previous husband, feels bad for separating the children from the mother, or maybe the children want. So it's a lot. It's very complicated, and normally when a marriage goes bad, it seems like a lot of the risk and loss goes to the husband as far as the way I've seen it, because the way I've seen it being rude is that alimony goes to the wife, and so the wife gets alimony, wife gets the children, for what I've seen, keeps the house. And so the marriage just seems very scary. And I think I want to talk about marriage in another video, but marriage seems very scary for what I've seen. And, this morning I actually prayed for other people. I prayed for other people's marriages. It just hit me to do that. I felt like it was a positive thing to do to combat the fear of marriage and to combat the bad. Because that's the thing about marriage and divorce. It's like you hear more about divorce. You don't hear, there's no TV shows about great marriage court. There's no great marriage court or culture. There's only divorce culture, and it doesn't really provide much inspiration to get married. And there's a guy that I know from my home church. He recently got married, and often when I look at these guys, I was like, man, how do you know? How do you know? And the truth is, there's no way you can truly know about that. And so, divorce, I hate that it's a reality, and I hate that it's something that people have to do, but I can understand it. I can understand how people can grow apart. And then that makes me go to another point. If what is it, do people, individuals, and this is outside looking in, I can't say I'm speaking from experience, but do people outside looking in, or the people involved in the marriage, do they suddenly no longer have the tools to work things out? What is it that causes a couple to grow apart is my question. What is it that happens? Is it that the wife ages and doesn't look like how she used to? Is it that the husband ages and doesn't look like how he used to? Is it that something happens with the husband and he's no longer able to make the same income as he used to, and the wife may not have the tools to still believe in him? And it's just so many different things. Or maybe there's children involved in the family, and now maybe the husband feels like he's not being attended to like how he used to when he was single, or when they were before the children. There's so many different things, and I really wonder about what causes a married couple to grow apart, because I think that's a very big commitment to go down the aisle and say, hey, I'm committed to you exclusively for the rest of my life. It's beautiful. People appreciate it. It seems like it's more of a badge of honor for women than it is for men. Well, I don't know. It depends on the situation, but I do know that a lot of times women are on social media throwing that ring out and all that. And I guess they get off on that. I'm not 100% sure. Um, but I guess divorce and marriage is such a, you can't have divorces unless you have marriages first. So that was my first thoughts on talking on that topic in relationships. Once again, I'm not relying on perfection to start, and I think that for a lot of people, even for me, that's been one of the easiest ways to cop out. It's like, okay, I don't have this, therefore I'm not going to start that, or I don't have that, I'm not going to start that. And I guess it's up to the individual to know what they need to have enough of, or what they don't have enough of to start what they want to start. And so that varies from individual to individual. So that was my weight loss journey vlog and topic. I'm going to do this again tonight after my run, and we'll see where it goes from there. All right, so I'm out of here. Peace out.